What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the John Q channel. Thanks for watching. I'm very pumped about today's video because I'm shooting for the first time ever the new Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 comp. That's right, it is compensated. But before we get into that, I gotta read you the verse of the day. Verse of the day, Mark 11:24 NIV version. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Amen. I hope that blesses you today and through the rest of this week. Okay, let's get into the video. Quick side note here, I want to be totally transparent and honest with you guys. Smith & Wesson did send this out for review to make videos with and to put on the channel. So let's get into it. All right, and here we have the box, Smith & Wesson Performance Center. Here we go. Let's unbox this thing. Let's open up this side compartment here. What do we get? Carry comp, enhanced ergonomics, flat face trigger. Some information there if you scan that. In the box we get extended magazine, 12 rounds. Up next, the lock that I think literally nobody ever uses, but it's there. Thank you for that. Aside from the gun, we also get some paperwork, instruction manual, we get a sticker and the warning card. All good stuff. And now for the 2.0. Of course, it's in that classic Smith & Wesson Heisenberg wrapping. And look at that. That is pretty dang cool. Let's take this guy out. There we go. There's the Bodyguard 2.0. There's that comp up front. Let's see, is the barrel also compensated? So the barrel is cut as well, which is going to help immensely with recoil. Now that trigger press or trigger pull, however you want to say it, is approximately 4 to 4.5 pounds. It's actually not that bad, similar to the Bodyguard 2.0 without the comp, but still a very nice clean break. All right, let's feed some rounds through this thing and see what it can do. Here are the first shots through the Bodyguard 2.0 comp. All right, here we go. Steel target's approximately 18, 19 yards away. So here we go. Ooh. Ooh, I was a little low on the first shots, but man, that feels incredibly incredibly flat. Let's go with the extended magazine here. That feels really nice. I mean, that's getting a little hot, but it's to be expected with a micro pistol. Yeah, it feels really nice. I'm tending to want to compensate, which is kind of funny. Like I'm kind of anticipating, because I think it's a 9mm, but it's a 380. But even with the compensator, it feels so much flatter. I can definitely feel a difference with the recoil. At some point, I will make a video in the future, near future, the Bodyguard versus Bodyguard 2.0 comp. Now that would be interesting because I do feel a major difference, and I just shot the Bodyguard without the comp last week. So I have a fresh feel, fresh take on the actual like recoil of the gun. But overall, man, that feels really nice. Let me go put another some more rounds in the mag and I'll be right back. That feels really good though. I'm liking it. All right, got a full 10-round magazine. I also have the 12-round magazine. I'm gonna put that inside and see how it feels. With the extended magazine, it feels a little bit better just because I can wrap my entire hand around the pistol grip. But going back and forth, even without the extension here, it's not terrible. I can still wrap my fingers around the pistol grip and it still feels like I can have a good solid grip around the pistol regardless of the extension. But I mean, I'd prefer the extended magazine just because you get 2 rounds, but also the benefit of having extra grip on the pistol. A couple more shots here. Just see how it feels. Okay. So far I have approximately 50 rounds through the Bodyguard 2.0 comp. There have been no malfunctions, no misfeeds. Now I'm having a hard time hitting my steel target. I don't think it's me. Now I have heard from other people that their sights were off and they had to go get it realigned. Now I don't think that's the problem here with me. I have shot so long with red dots, that going back to irons is kind of a struggle right now, as you're seeing here as I'm missing all of these shots. But for the most part, I don't think it's the sights. I have iron rear sights here, and then I have the Ameriglow night front sights, which is very visible in the daytime, very nice, very clear, and very bright, which is good. But overall, I'm impressed with the amount of like little recoil there is with the pistol so far. I mean, it feels like it goes back to zero. It goes back to that front sight so fast and so smooth that I feel like I'm anticipating my shot, and that's why I'm missing. So I think it's more to do with user error versus, oh, my sights are off. Like, no, like let's diagnose the problem. It's most likely me. It's probably my grip, and I just got to keep coming out here with the micro, pistol and just see what I can do with it. So here we go. All right, let's do a quick recap on the specs of the Bodyguard 2.0 comp. It weighs over 11.8 ounces and it's chambered in 380 auto. It's striker fired and the barrel length is 3.1 inches. It's got a polymer grip and it's got a Mariglow night sights. It has a more ergonomic profile that gives a better fit and feel in your hand and allows for improved control when firing. It has a strategically designed power port that diverts gas upwards to reduce felt recoil when firing. And the aggressive slide design has increased coverage of the slide, which allows you to grab and rack effectively no matter situation. It has a 3.1-inch ported stainless steel barrel with Armonite finish, a stainless steel slide with Performance Center gray Armonite finish, a slim textured grip, a flat trigger with a crisp break, blacked out square notch Mariglow protector rear sight, and of course comes in at $549. So the one thing that I'm noticing that I do appreciate is the aggressive grip texture, but also the front and rear serrations, how aggressive those look and feel. So when I go to rack the pistol, right? If I put my magazine away, if I go to easily rack it, I mean, I'm able to wrap my entire hand around the rear of that slide and pull back with ease without any kind of hesitation. And if I'm switching magazines, it's easy to engage that slide. So nice. Like I said, I mean, it's also getting very hot. I think I just put down about 100 rounds down range here, but it's getting pretty hot to the touch up here. But overall, that slide is getting smoother and easier to manipulate and shoot as I keep shooting it. But, you know, out of the box, it did come pre-lubed, which that was nice, but that slide overall is getting even smoother. I mean, it's a micro pistol. You're gonna have some sort of, you know, trouble, or it won't be as smooth every single time. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am missing quite a bit on the steel target. Not very typical of me, to be honest. I'm not this master shooter, but I would say I'm a pretty good shot. For some reason, I'm just not hitting my target. I went up to 15 yards, and I'm hitting some, but overall, I would say I'm like a 6 out of 10 on target. So at this point, I think it's just train more. You know, the last couple shots that I really were being intentional about shooting, I was not slapping that trigger. And I think, again, more user error on my end. And I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I'm not trying to make you guys think I'm, you know, insanely good with every single gun. No, like, this happens. And this is why we train. This is why we should want to come out to the range and become a better shooter. So for me personally, with a micro pistol, I know that I'm slapping that trigger, which is down to the left. So that just means come out here, train a little bit more, especially if you're gonna carry something like the Bodyguard 2.0. Just know if you're gonna take a shot at like 40, 50 yards, if you absolutely have to, just know that maybe you might wanna be trained up on how to shoot a micro pistol. Even though it's compensated, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get every single shot as you're seeing right now. I'm not hitting every single shot, but it should indicate that, hey, you gotta train with every single pistol that you plan on carrying, because you never know, when the time comes, you have to use that. The shot has to count. You can't shoot bystanders. You can't shoot people in the way. You have to shoot the threat. You have to take down the threat. So just a quick little reminder of, hey, go train. All right, a couple more magazines here. Now, as I said, at least 100 rounds through this thing today already. No malfunctions, no misfeeds. Pretty impressed. I mean, it's there. I mean, no misfeeds. Now, will it misfeed if I go a little bit faster? I mean, obviously I was slapping that trigger, but no misfeeds, no misfires. Pretty, there it is. Yeah, pretty good. So for $549, you can get yourself a Bodyguard 2.0 comp. Who is this pistol for? Well, if you're someone who wants to EDC incognito and wants to be sneaky about it, well, this is your guy. But overall, with the serrations, with the grip texture, with the flat trigger, with the compensator on the slide, and the actual barrel, this might be your best friend. Now the question is, will you pick one up? We'd love to know what you think about this guy. Are you? Comment down below. Let's have a conversation. Like I said before, I'll make another video in the future comparing this guy to the regular Bodyguard 2.0. So there it is, the first look, impressions, and first shots through the 2.0 comp. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next Johnny Q video. Peace.